Hello my Delhiites, today I'm going to do chicken pakora, simple and easy, Delhi style. Chalo, let's start. Step 1 is marinating the chicken. So first we marinate the chicken, very basic marination, and let it marinate for at least 2 hours for better flavor. So I'm going to add, say, salt to taste. I'm going to put more salt into it so that it gets more flavor. Say about half tablespoon of ginger garlic paste into it. And I'm going to squeeze half a lime into it. And we mix it well. Very simple, just salt, ginger garlic and lemon juice. We leave it for refrigeration for 2 hours. Now we're going to make a dip to go with it. Very simple dip. It's been inspired from tzatziki from Greece, but something which I try to make it more Indian. So I took a generous pinch of cumin into it, few sprigs of mint which I've chopped, and a clove of garlic that goes into it, and salt to taste. Simple dip, made easy, say a teaspoon, but it's up to you how you want your dip to be. Give it a good mix. Very simple, easy to do, and very flavorful. But you have to leave it for at least half an hour, so the flavor from the garlic infuses, from the mint it comes into the yogurt and become a very delicious yet very refreshing dip. Simple, good whisk, and they're ready, and that's it. So there are 2 steps of making pakora. People do mistake. First they make batter and then they put the oil on. First switch on your oil. If you're using a gas burner, put it on a medium flame and let it get hot. So by the time you make the batter, you marinate your chicken into it. By the time your oil is hot, so it saves time. Because when you're cooking, you feel hungry by the time you start cooking. So it's always helpful if you do it quick. A small tip, but very helpful. To make the batter for it, I'm taking gram flour. So I'm taking 6 generous spoons of gram flour. To make it crispy, I'm adding cornflour. So 2 generous spoons of cornflour goes into it. And mind you, it's gluten free, so there's no gluten into it. Now we put our spices, chili flakes, not a lot. It's up to you. If you like your pakora to be spicy, you can add more, but I added half teaspoon of that. My favorite kasuri methi, the fennel, a pinch of that. These are fennel seeds, so I'm adding about a teaspoon of fennel seed. This is something which you don't find too often. You can find it in your grocery store. Carom seed, ajwain. So I'm adding 1 teaspoon of ajwain seeds. Then some turmeric, say half teaspoon of turmeric, and salt to taste. When I put everything, I'm gonna mix it well. You're slowly going to put water into it. Use a whisk. So approximately 9 spoons I've added into it. To whisk it well so there's no lump. Slowly add the water. Don't add all the water at one time, isn't it? Otherwise it becomes runny and then you can't do anything. This is what I want. There's no lump in the batter. So this kind of batter, flowing, lump free, but not very runny, isn't it? So if you take my measure, it's around 10 to 11 tablespoons of water I added into it. But that's what I want, a good thick batter, not very runny. Something in line with the fish and chip batter. Now the oil is hot, is medium hot, not very hot, because we need to cook the chicken from raw. The batter is ready, the chicken is marinated. So the chicken goes in the batter. These are the stages of Indian cooking where you need to get your hand dirty. So if you look at it, it has coated it well, yet it's not very thick. So that's what I wanted. I don't want, a very thick batter on top. So I just want the flavors to infuse well. Make sure when you taking up a piece of chicken, you coat it well in the batter. And then it should go. See, it started to bubble, and leave it. So this is what I've taken is 1 breast of chicken. which is around 300 grams. Slowly I am putting them. When I am putting in the oil, I am making sure I'm not putting them in one place so it doesn't, set with each other. So now you can see they started to cook. I'm going to gently stir it. So if you're a vegetarian, you can make it the same batter and use it for slice of onions, slice raw potatoes, for aubergines, and the product will be the same. You can always use this same recipe if you are a fish eater. Try to, cut into strips and make a fish pakora from it. So I cook them for 2 to 3 minutes. The most important thing over here, this is a marinated chicken. So don't cook too much, because if you cook too much, your breast will become very hard. So it's already ready because the pre-marinated chicken, the flame was good. Your judge could be the better. You can see it's firm, crispy, and the color is right. Just take it out of the greaseproof paper. People who don't want to go into the hassle of making the batter, you can always buy it from the onion bhaji batter which we sell on our online shop. So you can buy that, it's easy to do. And you can make chicken pakora from that as well. Let's try it now. Good dip into the dip. Really very, very good. The best thing is a cold dip and a hot and crispy starter. A heavenly combination. Hope you enjoy.